Because the boxes are thinner than they used to be, we use a stapler many times, or even secure. They are so fine, they will tear many times. You never have the back side of that staple facing the inside. If it was a scarf or something really delicate, silk, you never want prongs.
Oh, I had never thought about that.
When an item comes to us with a price tag, something as small as this, that price tag has to be covered up, or many times it'll have a perforated edge so it can be torn off. We never remove the barcodes.
Oh, okay.
In the case, suppose they were allergic to this and they needed to take it back and maybe get something that they could use. The first thing we do to prep a box, and if you're doing this at home, you don't want to just stick the item inside of the box.
That's what I thought we were gonna do.
No, we're not going to do that. You want to fold this down. You don't want to just crumple it up with the gift inside. You want to work on presentation.
Oh.
We would fold something like this. And that item on the inside would be secured and ready for the element of surprise when that package is opened.
Sometimes you can get an odd-shaped gift, like maybe a pair of socks that's kind of like has a little hanger on it, a hairbrush, and even this small bottle of lotion that doesn't come in a box. What do you do?
Okay, hairbrush. I would suggest making sure you have the price tag off. Putting that in a beautiful piece of fabric and gathering it up and putting a beautiful bow around that. But on the socks, the first thing you do is remove that little hanger. Okay, price tag. And then I would say if they will roll tight enough, sometimes a mailing tube, we keep all tubes when we finish a roll of wrap. But we're going to wrap this little bottle of lotion, and I've cut off a portion of that tube.
You can even use a toilet paper roll?
You can. I would say use maybe a paper towel roll.
Oh,
use
paper
those,
towel.
save
Oh,
those
yes.
right now.
Yes, that's right. So we always use tissue paper.
We do.
Okay.
We do. However we want to fold that to get that rolled in there. Let's see if we can get that in there.
I don't know why I never thought of this.
And here again, socks will do the same. That's a little more difficult to get in there. We're going to make this look like a piece of candy. But to do that, I want to say, I want about this much of my tie off. So when you're using a paper with the squares, I'm counting off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. On this, because I'm going to be gathering right here, I do use this tape because I want to have a little area that I can gather, and I can see I'm going to be right in here, so it will not tear the paper.
Oh.
When the children come by with their parents year after year, if I'm walking in the mall, maybe in January or February, I think they think I'm Mrs. Claus.
Yeah?
That's what I think. And I'm going to cut a little overage here that I may or may not need. Better safe than sorry. We're going to secure with a shiny piece of tape. And notice, because this is a shiny wrap, it takes that tape and disguises it. That doesn't happen with every wrap. It really depends on the wrap. And then I'm going to go like this. That one has a little edge on it. And I'm just going to come in, but I'm going to try my best to be as gentle, and I'll straighten this out as we go. Because remember, I have that tape in there. And then I can take my tie off here. Angle cut. Notice on our ribbon here, it's an angle cut. And there are several different cuts, and I can show you those on ribbon, but we use one style. Want to unroll enough ribbon that you will go around your package. You can come around the sides like this, where the sides are tucked down, and that's another thing. The little flap should always be facing down toward the bottom of the gift.
Okay.
Okay. I want to cross over enough that I have what I call the tails of the ribbon. Angle cut. First thing I do is tie around that package. If it is a one-sided ribbon, that one side must be laying flat. So we want to start. Our hand is on the underside of the ribbon. I come with up with my first loop.
How big of a loop?
You know, it depends on the package, but I generally stay within maybe 3 inches. You want to gather it in with your thumb and hold it with your forefinger there. Okay? You want to make sure you're nice and gathered, because if it's flipping around, that's going to do that when you tie the bow. We have that first one, we come back. We gather again. The tail is going this way.
Okay.
Tail of the ribbon. Then we keep working on that. We're only going to do 4 loops. Many people like, 6 loop, 8 loop bows. We find that a 4 loop bow looks very, very nice here at the Gift Wrap Center. So we have that 3rd loop up.
Got it.
Got it. This one, Christina, we go backwards again. This is a one-sided ribbon, and it has beautiful glitter. And I'm stretching that out every time. The final one, after we make that 4th loop, goes up. And then I'm ready to trim my ribbon at an angle. Let me see your ribbon.
I don't know. I think I'm having a hard time with the 4th one.
The 4th one?
To get my tail end to come up on that side.
Christina, I have given you a ornament tie. These are soft ornament ties. Hobby Lobby has the nicest ones. They're soft, they don't tear at your fingers. And if you want to put an ornament tie around your bow to secure it and then place it on, it'll be totally hidden when we
Okay,
tie it.
perfect.
I don't usually use that. We're going to put that around it. The little edges that are curved, leave those going toward the bottom of the bow.
Okay.
Look at that. Coming around the back side. And don't be afraid of crushing the bow a little bit right in here. And I twist just twice. When we're working with wired ribbon, once you cut it and you've pleated and gathered in, the little wires will stick out. We always clip those wires. I always say I don't want to injure my customers there. So we clip those wires. We wait until the finished product to do that. Now we're going to move our ribbons over and tie our bow on. We're going to come around the little wire that's in there. Here again, most of the time, many of us here at the Gift Wrap Center, we don't use the wires. That is strictly for those that don't make bows. They can tie this part on, they don't make the bows. Our ribbon is ready to go. We pull it around, we give it a good tie. We come as close to the base as we can when we're tying. Give it a good tie on. I begin to fluff my bow. I'm going to angle cut to get rid of my little wires. Get those off of the side there. And then I give my bow a little flip there. Let's give it a little curl.
Should I trim this a little?
You want them even. Look at the size of the little tails on your
Cut a little bit.
ribbon.
What do you think?
I
What do you
think-
think?
I think you're doing well. I think the only thing that I might do differently would be to pull those up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And if we can zoom in on our packages there in a little bit, I'll show you one that can turn into a rosebud.
I love it.
Good job. Great job.